Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to talk a little about my switch to Android. I was formerly an iPhone user. I used the iPhone for about 2 years until I decided to switch in May of this year, and I picked a wonderful phone to do so. I got the HTC One. It was $200. It was released a little more than a month before I got it. I got it May 4th because that was my birthday, and the reason I got it, I I'm not hating on the iPhone or anything, but I just was getting sick of the interface. I wanted to try something new. I know iOS 7 is coming out, but I just decided to make the switch. So my thoughts, I like it a lot. Um, I don't regret switching. It was not a waste because this phone is like the best phone I've ever owned. The only two smartphones I've owned are the iPhone and the HTC One. Now I owned the iPhone 3G for about a month, and then I had the iPhone 3GS for almost a year, and then I decided to get the iPhone 4. This was after the 4S came out, so it was a year and 3 months ago I got the iPhone 4. I got the iPhone 4 in April of 2012. I got the 3GS in June of 2011, and I got this in May of 2013. Now, I was having a little bit of trouble deciding between this and the Samsung Galaxy S4. The Samsung Galaxy S4 is a bit newer than the HTC One, but I went with the HTC One because I compared the specs. Um, Now, they were kind of competing with each other. I mean, they are competing with each other now, but the Galaxy S4 has a 5-inch screen. This has a 4.7 inch, I believe. 4.7 or 4.8. Let me check. Yep, 4.7. I got the box. The thing that really stole it for me was it had Beats audio and 32 gigs of internal storage. Now, the only downside about that is there's no micro SD slot, but I don't see myself ever filling the phone up, and it's easy to transfer stuff in between it if I need to move stuff. So I won't really have a problem. I'm like set. The Galaxy S4, now you can get in 16 or I think 32, but the 16 was the same price as the HTC One at 32 gigs. Now, the HTC One comes in 32 and 64 gigs. I obviously went for the 32 because one, it was 200, and two, that's more than enough space. I could store my whole music library on that thing, and I'll have like 10 gigs left. So another thing I really like about this is it has a 1080p display. Now, I know the iPhone 4 isn't the newest phone on the block. It's been out for like 3 years, but it still had a pretty nice display considering its age. That was the first phone that came out with a Retina display. So it was the first phone that had like it was the phone that had the #1 display out there. But I gotta say, this display beats the iPhone 4. I know it's almost a 3-year difference, but I just really like the display. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at the specs. And this has more PPI. Now, it's not that big of a difference, but there you go. I also chose HTC over Samsung because I've had a couple problems with Samsung in the past. Now, I'm not dissing Samsung, but this was before I even had a smartphone. I had the Samsung Solstice and I had the Samsung Blackjack before that. And for some odd reason, both phones I had the same problem. This didn't happen until later when I had the Samsung Solstice. Like, it was months into having the phone that it started happening, but it was just randomly shut off. That's my luck with Samsung, but I'm not saying they're a horrible company. They are a great company, but I just wanted to go with a different company because I had bad luck with them in the past. So, I mean, it's an amazing phone. I like it a lot. I do not regret switching to Android. I do have a case. I just took it off for the purpose of this video. That's another reason why I chose it. It has an aluminum back, and the display, it's like impossible to scratch this. So that's my video. Reasons why I switched to Android. I didn't really talk about the camera, but the camera is pretty darn nice for the number of megapixels it has. I think it has like 4, but it has Zoe, so that makes it better. And for only being 4 megapixels, it has amazing quality. I shot a video with it and uploaded it here. It's the video previous to this one that was uploaded, so that was the second most recent one I made. So this video is pretty much done. Those were my comments on my switch to Android. I know this video wasn't the best. I just came up with it on the spot. I'm sorry, but maybe I'll get more in depth with the phone in a future video. Comment, rate, subscribe, share it. I want as many views as I can get, and thanks for watching.